Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the show. A little bit more of the Secrets of London I've been doing. As you can see, I've already found one right here. This this has been the hardest one so far. This is secret number 29. There we go. And as you can see here from the image, even with my method, this was damn near impossible. It drove me nuts. I was sitting there running around Whitechapel for at least 25 to 30 minutes, give or take, about as long as I do a video already. Normally I can find these things in just a few minutes. This one actually took me nearly half an hour. Fine. Now, here's what helped me out in the end after reviewing this over and over and over again. As you can see, the statue right there in the back, the building, this wall, and the actual music box that you see in the picture. The most minimalist amount of clues. The only clue you have to go off of right off the bat is that statue. However, that didn't help me. When I finally gave up looking for that, this is what finally helped me find it. If you see where the actual music box is, you see a lot of rubble, busted wood, and messed up kind of like walls, which tells me that it's not in a prestige area. So going back to the map, oh, don't hide from me. As you can see, there's a lot of nooks and crannies throughout the entire area. However, if you mope around Whitechapel just a little bit, you really don't have to do it that much, just run around it a little bit, you'll notice this entire area, this whole block, is actually very nice housing areas. It's very nice residential, everything's well kept up, zero industrial whatsoever. And then you have around the train station lines, for the most part, this area is too, is of mostly decent. Now, here's where it got pretty messed up. This whole area, all up and down this line here, and this whole block, this entire chunk of, which is where I ended up spending the majority of my search. I pretty much ended up having to try to pinpoint using that wall. So I scratched this area out for two reasons. One, it's the church. Two, that's where one music box is. Okay, there's actually one there, by the way. Previous video, done it already. This area here is still kind of, not too bad, but there wasn't a whole lot of cramped areas, is what you could really tell. After I got around here, I remember the industrial area was all kind of in pieces for the most part. So I started cutting my search off. So I cut this whole half off. Then I started spreading my search around, kind of going around the edges, working my way inward, and eventually just stumbled across it right around here. So we're going to go run back to it. Oh, before I continue, that statue in the image is actually right here. But as you can tell, even if we try to soup in as much as possible, you cannot see it at all through this entire area. Nothing. Zip, zilch. You cannot see it. This is probably the worst one I have dealt with thus far. All others have been cheesecake simple. I'm talking piece of crumb cake simple in comparison to this one. But there's that statue in the picture. And as I originally thought, it was in kind of a park-like area, but not much of one. Whoever you are, you're a jackass. I don't care if you're Shakespeare. Jesus. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you had a hard time, trust me, I don't blame you. Here you go. In all of its glory, the hardest one yet. Number 29. And I'll see you next time. Peace!